Okay, so this indicates it's way back from chapter 6. But anyway, it's similar to what we're talking about. If we look at the men minus the boys for their cholesterol, let's see, what is going to be the shape, center, and spread? Well, let's go with the center. The center is going to be 188 minus 170. So we would expect the center to be at about 18. So center is 18. Because we do, I'll write it down, 188 minus 170. So the center is going to be 18. Now, what else do they want? How about the spread? Now, in this case, the standard deviations, remember, I said it today, square them, add them, take the square root. Okay. No, we're not, let's see, so we're going to take the, what is it, 41 squared plus 30 squared and take the square root. So that's way back from chapter 6. We don't divide by the sample size. Because they don't tell us the sample size. Okay, so what do we get? So we should expect the spread or the standard deviation to be 51.6. Okay, and what is the shape? Well, the shape is going to be normal because they say it's a normal distribution in the problem. So we can rely on that. So, let's go to letter B. So again, this is going to be very similar to what we're doing right now. Let's back that up. Here. This is better. What we expect is, right, the center we expect to be 18. Minus, what is the probability that the boy has a higher cholesterol? So that would mean that it would be a negative number. So 0 and less. So we're going to have a 0 here. And then our standard deviation is 51.6. So it's kind of like that z-score. Normal CDF. Okay, here we go. So there is our z-score. And then we're going to go to normal CDF. And since we're looking for something lower than 0, we're not going to subtract it from 1. And let's figure out what that is. And it looks like when we do normal CDF, it's 0.636. 0.636. So there's a 63% chance that that might happen in this group. Dang, I made a mistake. Right here, the negative, right? I forgot that minus sign there. So if we do the normal CDF again with a negative 0.348, we will get 36.32. 0.3632. Okay. There's a 36% chance that that would happen. Sorry about that. Forgot that negative. Okay, let's look at the next one. Okay. This one is a little jacked up because they talk about cholesterol. It says refer to exercise 35, and we select an independent random sample, men and boys, and calculate the mean heights. I think they mean the mean cholesterol. Okay, so I'm going to do this problem anyway and just assume that they're talking about the cholesterol. So it's a little bit different because now we actually have a sample size. So what is the center? The center is going to be the same. We're going to subtract the two. What was it? I got to look at the problem again. Okay, it's kind of like the same problem, except we're going to have a different standard deviation because we actually have a sample. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, what was it, the cholesterol for the men was 41 for the men, and they took a simple random sample of 25 men. Okay, so we're going to square that. And then the cholesterol for the boys was 30, and we're going to square that. And how many boys did they take? 36 boys. Okay, so that's really kind of the only difference here. We got to calculate this new standard deviation for that. So this thing gives us a standard deviation of 9.6. 9.6. What do we do with that? Well, what is our expected difference? Again, our expected difference is going to be 18. So that's for the average. But we're saying, what is the probability that it is less than 0? And we have this new standard deviation, 9.6. It's kind of like the only difference there. So let's do the math. So I didn't forget the negative sign this time, so here's our z-score, and we're going to do normal CDF and see. We're not going to subtract it from 1 because we want to see if it's lower than 0. And let's keep going. And when I do that, I get a value of 0.03. That is the probability that that would happen. And letter C says, should we be surprised? Yes, because it's only would happen 3% of the time. So actually, if we were doing significance tests, we would, well, let's not get into that. Let's just say that, yes, we would be surprised. How about that? All right, and done.